Earlier this week, Kevin Harvick said if Ford didn't win, shame on them. It looked like it was going to happen. But Brad Keselowski, he was very dejected after he turned Michael McDowell with one too many blocks. Ben, is this something where at the Ford camp they're going to start finger pointing and blaming each other for letting a win slip out of their hands?
Well, I don't know if they're happy about it, but I don't know that they're going to be finger pointing or blaming either. I listened to Michael McDowell's post race interview, and it seemed like he took the blame, admitted that he made an extra move there, and that's what I said. As soon as the crash happened, you get one move in defense. I think, some people got on social media and blamed Brad Keselowski for it and said it was, similar to 2009. I think 2009 was on Carl Edwards for making an extra move, and I think today was on Michael McDowell for making that extra move there. You try to make a second move in defense. You've lost even more of your momentum that you lost from the first move, and it ultimately doesn't work out. He was barely clear, and Brad had such a run that he got into him, and from there on, the accident was just kind of waiting to happen from there. You feel bad for Keselowski. I picked him to win this race, of course, and this was where he got his first win with Phoenix in 2009. Is where he got his most recent win with Penske in 2021, and just came up one spot short today. So I know he said in his interview that obviously it's a good point, saying it's good to build positive momentum from strong results here, but he said to Josh Sims, we're going after the win, and that's the main reason why we're here, and that's ultimately the goal. So they keep running like this, they're going to get a win eventually with that 6 car. But I do think today was one of their strongest opportunities, and unfortunately for them, they just came up one spot short.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be like any sort of finger pointing thing within Ford, but if you're going to point a finger, it's at Michael McDowell. Just a bad block, and that's just a super speedway thing, right? It happens at super speedways. I don't think this is as egregious as when Team Penske kind of fumbled at the 2021 Daytona 500 and let Michael McDowell win. It's not like that. This is just right at the line. You're going to do whatever you can to get the win. So I think this is all kind of fair. I will say, echoing what Ben said, I think it's very sad Brad Keselowski didn't get a win once again. Because I thought it was going to be really cool. Like when I saw McDowell starting to do that block and he started turning, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like 2009. Of course, it was different. That was on Carl. But Brad's first win as an owner, kind of nearing his very first win in 2009, that would have been kind of cool in an interesting way. It didn't happen, of course, but yeah, I don't think you're going to see any finger pointing at Ford. There's probably some frustration, but I'm sure they've already talked it over in post-race meetings and everything. It's already different.
All coming down for the race win. I feel if this was 15, 20 years ago, there'll be a lot more, but we know the way it is. A win, you're in the playoffs. I think that's a big thing that makes a difference where if you're trying to get the win and you get that win, you're in the playoffs. You look like a hero. If you don't get that win, everyone's just saying, well, that's just the way it is with this system where the win gets you in the playoffs. So overall, I think it's just one of those deals, part of modern day NASCAR racing and just the competition we have there.